the phone. JK, you got Missoula ties, right?
Absolutely. I spent several years in the 406. I wasn't born there, but that was my last stop growing up was Missoula. My dad taught at the university, and I started my illustrious show business career at the Big Fork Summer Playhouse up on the lake.
Very nice. That's cool to hear. I mean, just for all of us here, I'm sure a lot of kids out there are growing up thinking like, man, my dream in life is to be the spokesperson for a fine insurance company, and I don't think I can do it because I'm from Montana, and you are here to show them that you can. You can do anything.
They can indeed, although the particular job is taken, but I don't know, I guess maybe a decade or two from now they might be looking for a new guy.
Exactly. I just actually probably, I don't know where my thinking came from, but I just bought a new home, got homeowners insurance on it, and I got it from farmers, from Roger Daniel here in town.
Of course you did.
Do you know Roger? Do you know all the agents, or some of them you don't?
Yeah. Well, I taught them all at the university.
Of course, yeah. Well, you did a good job with Roger Daniel here in Billings. He knew what he was doing, gave me a great deal, and I feel like now if somebody robs my car, that you'll be there to throw a football at him and knock him into a pile of trash.
I absolutely will.
Very nice. Well, so excited to talk to you. You've done so many films. People would know you as the dad in Juno. You were in Up in the Air. You're J. Jonah Jameson in the Spider-Man trilogy. But you've got some new stuff coming up. Three Geezers is what we're talking about right now. Tell people a little bit about Three Geezers.
Yeah, Three Geezers, the number 3 Geezers, exclamation point. That's how the movie is titled technically. It's actually the first role of my life that I got because I was sleeping with the director.
It paid off.
Yeah, absolutely. She happens to be my wife.
Yeah, that helps.
Which makes it a more sort of family-friendly story.
Yeah, exactly.
Although I'm not sure it's all that family-friendly a movie. It's actually it's a kind of a raunchy fake documentary comedy. I play an actor who goes to an old folks' home, thinking he's going to do character research for a movie he's going to do where he plays an old guy, and then it turns out a few of the geezers are acting like idiot frat boys, and then all kinds of wackiness ensues, and I roped a bunch of my pals into doing cameos in the movie, from Tim Allen and Kevin Pollak and Breckenmeyer and Scott Kahn, and all kinds of fun guys are partaking in the silliness and the mayhem.
That's awesome. That's always got to be kind of a fun project where it's you and your wife and you're working on it, and then you have the creative ability to be able to pull in friends and just kind of have it be like a low budget, small indie film where you're working with your friends, but yet not small budget and indie, an actual film, but just that vibe of family and friends just having fun on a set.
Yeah, it was a great combination of that. And actually, her brother was the one that sort of came up with the whole idea, and he and a buddy of his, did the first version of the script, and then I think it ended up being 4 of them that were technically credited with writing it. And but we were all, we were joking all the time on the set. My wife was not only writing, producing, and directing, she was doing props and craft services and everything else, because it was it was one of those movies where everybody's pitching in and helping out. Yeah,
those are fun. Obviously I'm from Montana, so I don't get to do anything other than that, but I do work on a few films every once in a while that are that same kind of vibe, where you all kind of do a little bit of everything and come together at the end to see an amazing project that you all chipped in, and you all have your name under every credit listing, as gaffer, as lights, as craft services, as costumes. Yeah. They're fun. What else, though? You've got some other movies coming out. You got a new NBC show coming in 2014. Anything you want to talk about there, or is it too soon?
No, that's actually a great show. There's a show that debuted recently on ABC, Family Tools, that's actually on the way out now. That didn't TV shows now at this point. They air it once or twice, and if it doesn't do bang-up numbers, then they kick you out the door.
Yeah, it's so weird. It seems to me like, I'm an outsider to the industry, but it seems to me like it's got to be so expensive, and they launch like 20 new shows a season, then just cut like 15 of them right off the bat.
Yeah. I believe me, I'm the last person in the world that understands the business model of how TV studios work, but that one's history. And actually, I'm lucky because I had a backup show, and I actually am excited about a show called The Family Guide, although that could change, too. It's not going to debut until February, so I don't know if that's what it'll be called or not, but it'll be on NBC in February, and it's another half-hour comedy, and I play a really great dad who happens to be blind.
Oh, interesting. Anybody else in the cast that we would know, or anything exciting?
Well, some of it is still top secret. So right now the only draw is J.K. Simmons.
J.K. Simmons. You and, on the down low, Angelina Jolie playing your daughter, but we'll keep that hush-hush. Yeah, we'll keep that on the down low for now. What is it? I mean, I got to ask, as an artist, as an actor, somebody who does these projects, I'm sure, you don't just go in and half-ass it. You invest yourself in these. When something like Family Tools that, you put your heart into, when it gets canceled, is it kind of just, are you to the point where it's just kind of a bummer, or does it get to you? Do you get a little depressed? I mean, does it get you down for a few days? What's the response?
Well, I mean, I'm really unusually lucky and blessed because I got a bunch of different things going on. I mean, I'm the University of Farmers professor, and I'm doing cartoons and this and that, and TV and films, and so I don't have all my eggs in one basket. I mean, anytime a show like that gets canceled, that's a heartbreaker for a lot of people, because that's, not only is it your sort of creative juices that you poured into it, but that's a lot of people looking for a job.
Yeah, that's true.
Fortunately, in this business, if you're if you're good at what you do, then you'll catch on to something else. So most of the cast and crew of that will be finding something else to latch onto in the next little while.
Yeah,
in my case, I'm lucky, and I get to move right on to the Family Guide.
That's what I said. The whole cast and crew will be moving over to the Family Guide on NBC coming in 2014. That'll be exciting. We're looking forward to that, but really, we can always see you on TV, on the Farmers commercials, and 3 Geezers, the number 3 Geezers with an exclamation point, available on video on demand and in theaters tomorrow. Look for the film. It's a fun pet project of JK and his wife, and just seems like a cool project, and really you haven't done anything that I've seen you in that I have not loved. So you know how to pick them, you know how to deliver when it comes to the on-screen performances, and you've got Montana ties, so everybody in this state should definitely check out 3 Geezers. Be on the lookout for the Family Guide, and remember to study up at Farmers University before you choose your insurance.
Indeed.
That's important. J.K. Simmons, it's been a pleasure, man. Thank you so much for taking the time for us here in Billings.
Thank you.
All right, bye-bye.
The Big J Show. Weekday mornings from 6 till 10 on Billings' #1 hit music station, Hot 101.9.